Thursday after Ash Wednesday.
A reading from the Book of Deuteronomy. Moses said to the people, "Today I have set before you life and prosperity, death and doom. If you obey the commandments of the Lord your God, which I enjoin on you today, loving Him and walking in His ways, and keeping His commandments, statutes, and decrees, you will live and grow numerous, and the Lord your God will bless you in the land you are entering to occupy. If, however, you turn away your hearts and will not listen, but are led astray and adore and serve other gods, I tell you now that you will certainly perish. You will not have a long life on the land that you are crossing the Jordan to enter and occupy. I call heaven and earth today to witness against you. I have set before you life and death, the blessing and the curse. Choose life then, that you and your descendants may live by loving the Lord your God, heeding His voice, and holding fast to Him. For that will mean life for you, a long life for you to live on the land that the Lord swore He would give to your fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob." The word of the Lord.
The responsorial psalm. The response is, "Blessed are they who hope in the Lord. Blessed the man who follows not the counsel of the wicked, nor walks in the way of sinners, nor sits in the company of the insolent, but delights in the law of the Lord, and meditates on His law day and night. Blessed are they who hope in the Lord. He is like a tree planted near running water that yields its fruit in due season, and whose leaves never fade. Whatever he does prospers. Blessed are they who hope in the Lord. Not so the wicked, not so. They are like chaff which the wind drives away. For the Lord watches over the way of the just, but the way of the wicked vanishes. Blessed are they who hope in the Lord."
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. Jesus said to His disciples, "The Son of Man must suffer greatly and be rejected by the elders, the chief priests, and the scribes, and be killed, and on the third day be raised." Then He said to all, "If anyone wishes to come after me, he must deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. For whoever wishes to save his life will lose it, but whoever loses his life for my sake will save it. What profit is there for one to gain the whole world, yet lose or forfeit himself?" The Gospel of the Lord.
March 2nd, Thursday after Ash Wednesday. The first reading comes from Deuteronomy 30, 15 to 20. Moses sets before the people a choice. They can choose life, which means living the commandments and statutes of the Lord. They can choose death. And this is typical of making a covenant. Whenever the people of the ancient world made covenants, there were blessings and curses. Blessed are you if you keep this covenant, cursed are you if you don't. Remember how when the chosen people enter the promised land under the leadership of Joshua, he has priests stand on two mountains. On one mountain, the priests proclaim, "Blessed are those who honor their parents." On the other mountain, "Cursed are those who don't." So Moses is placing a choice before the people. Now the choice is theirs. It's not that God wants to send somebody to hell if they choose sin. Rather, a person, when he or she chooses sin, has already chosen hell, because hell is the eternal loneliness, and sin is a choice for loneliness, a choice for hate, including hate of others, which includes God and people, but even self-hate. By sinning, we're saying I'm nothing but garbage, so I might as well act like garbage. That's not what God wants. God wants us to live in life. In this passage, the people are about to cross the Jordan, and Moses calls upon heaven and earth to witness against them. It was common when people made covenants to have witnesses. Well, the heavens and the earth are the witnesses that Moses and the people have made a covenant with God. Now they're responsible to live it. That's why in a lot of prophetic passages, when the people don't live the law of the Lord, the prophets will call upon the heavens and the earth as witnesses in the lawsuit against them, saying, you witnessed the covenant, you heard the promises they made, you also saw that they didn't keep those promises. Now you are the witnesses to testify against them that they are in violation of their own words. The Gospel is from Luke 9:22 to 25. It speaks about how Jesus would have to suffer, but also anyone who follows Jesus has to take up his cross and follow him. The call for conversion during Lent is not simply a call to make sure that we're keeping the law in a superficial way, but rather it's a call to be willing to die to ourselves. That we no longer think of what's good for us, but rather what's good for others. What we should be doing, praising God, feeding the poor, giving our life to others, forgiving others. And so we look at Lent, not so much as a gloomy time, but as an opportunity to become more generous, more loving, more of what God has always called us to be. And may God bless us.